lunch or dinner recipe on this episode. So this is a vegan korma. If you're not a fan of the tofu, supplement it with chicken so you can change it up, get creative with it, adapt it to your own taste buds. Best served, I find, with naan bread, rice and a lovely chutney. Personally, it has to be the mango spice chutney from Super Value. Shop local. Starting with the ingredientes. From left, we've got the curry powder, coconut milk, yogurt, fresh ginger, salt, cinnamon, turmeric, cumin, honey, tofu, chillies, onions and garlic. So the first port of call, step numero uno, is to finely dice up the garlic, onions and chillies like so. If you do not like the spice, deseed those chillies. 2 tablespoons of olive oil should have been heating up over a medium heat on that saucepan, and then we're going to add in those diced vegetables. So our chillies, onion and garlic going into the saucepan, and we're going to give that about 2 or 3 minutes, kind of till it comes off and gives a golden brown colour. Stirring it just regularly. We don't need to be flat out stirring it, but every now and again just giving it a stir. Make sure all the contents of the pan are coated in a nice layer of that olive oil. In the meantime, we're going to add the drained tofu to the pan, and in cubes. This is up to yourselves, guys, really. How big or small you want the cubes, completely up to you. Make sure you just drain it to get out that excess water with a bit of kitchen roll first. Very simple thing to do. Just kitchen roll either side and kind of press the tofu down until that excess water comes out of it. Now we're going to mix that all up and fry it for about 5 minutes with the contents of the pan that's already in there. So the veg should have been golden brown before we added that tofu. Alright, so fry that off for about 5. While we're letting that fry away for the 5 minutes, we're just going to add a tablespoon of curry powder and make sure everything gets a little dollop of that covered in it. We're starting to get to the meat of this recipe now, which is actually quite an ironic saying now that I think of it, given it's meat free, but we can see everything's starting to come together. So we've got that nice curry colour in the pan, and now the big bulk ingredients are going to go in. So first off, a 400 milliliter tin of coconut milk. Our fresh ginger, actually I always put in the wrong order of these ingredients, but anyway, we'll get there in the end. So our fresh ginger diced up nice and small. A 400 milliliter tin of that coconut milk is going in. Then the spices, yogurt, honey, that's all going to follow. Let's just wait and see before I muck up my words again. We'll see what's coming in next. It doesn't matter the order you do these in, guys. That's why I'm just getting ahead of myself and trying to jump the gun with putting the wrong ingredients in. But do, as we add ingredients, make sure we stir up everything. So next up, we do have the yogurt. Alright, so I actually do have, this is a natural yogurt in this, a dairy yogurt. If you want to make it fully vegan, which I usually do, is have an Alpro plant-based yogurt. For the purpose of this video, I just didn't have one in the house. Next up, 2 tablespoons roughly. As I'm an expert, I'm able to eyeball that. I'm only messing with you guys, I'm no expert, but roughly 2 tablespoons going in. Next up, we have the turmeric and the cumin will follow. After the cumin, a nice bit of sweetness, just to give a little flavour of it. A little flavour of sweetness. We've got some cinnamon going in. And the honey is next up. We just need 1 tablespoon. There you go again. I'm jumping the gun. A little bit of salt. And then the honey should be after, because I can see it there in the corner. So as you can see, what I said there. So stirring up everything as we add it. I don't want to kind of just add it in and then leave it to the end to stir it. I want to make sure I'm stirring as I go, just so everything gets soaked into the coconut milk and the yogurt, and we get a nice creamy sort of mixture that is going to reduce down as we let it simmer away anyway. There I go, get my spoon out for the honey, and 1 heaped tablespoon going in. We've been getting a bit of, myself and Senna have been getting a bit of slack for for the size of our tablespoons going into some of these recipes, but look, it adds to the flavour of the dish. So 1 heaped tablespoon of honey going in there, and now I'm going to give that another stir around. I see there, I'm making sure I get every last drop off the spoon. Everything else gets a stir around, and then we're going to leave this simmer away gently for about 20-25 minutes, half an hour. You'll be able to gauge it yourself. If the sauce is still quite liquidy, just let it simmer for another little bit. But as it is simmering, it should be over a low to medium heat. We don't want to absolutely burn the hell out of this as we're going. So simmer away gently, and there is the end product. A saucepan full of 3 to 4 portions of a vegan chicken korma. Best served, in my opinion, with super value mango chutney, some rice and a bit of naan bread. Enjoy, guys.